We usually think of exercise as something we do for our muscles or our heart or our waistline. But what if movement also changes the way we think? And what if your body is not merely carrying your brain around, but actually participating in cognition itself? This idea is known as embodied cognition. It is a broad area of cognitive science exploring how thought develops through the interaction of the brain, body, actions, senses, and environment. Put simply, thinking may not be something the brain does entirely by itself. Before we continue, a quick safety note. This video is for general education and is not medical advice. If you have been inactive, have a medical condition, experience balance problems, or plan to begin a new exercise program, speak with your physician or other qualified healthcare professional first. Begin within your abilities, progress gradually, and stop if you experience chest pain, severe shortness of breath, dizziness, or unusual pain. Here is one of the most remarkable exercise studies involving older adults. In a randomized controlled trial published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences in 2011, researchers led by Kirk Erickson studied 120 older adults. One group performed moderate aerobic walking for 1 year. The comparison group did stretching and toning. MRI scans showed that the walking group increased the measured volume of the anterior hippocampus by about 2%. The hippocampus is critically involved in memory and spatial learning. The hippocampus is a small curved structure located deep inside the brain near the temples. Its shape resembles a seahorse, which is where its name comes from. The stretching group continued to show age-related loss of hippocampal volume. The researchers estimated that the increase in the walking group effectively offset approximately 1 to 2 years of typical age-related volume loss. Improvements in fitness were also associated with better memory and increased levels of BDNF, a protein involved in brain plasticity. That does not prove that walking simply grows new brain cells, and it certainly does not mean stretching is useless. Flexibility and mobility remain important, but it does show that the aging brain can respond structurally to physical activity. Exercise may help protect the machinery of thought. Embodied cognition asks a slightly different question. Can movement also influence how that machinery operates in the moment? In 2014, Stanford researchers compared creative thinking while people were walking and sitting. Across 4 experiments, walking consistently improved divergent thinking, which is the ability to generate numerous possible ideas. Walking did not improve every type of thinking. It appeared particularly useful for generating possibilities, not necessarily for selecting the single correct answer. That gives us something we can use. When you feel mentally stuck, take a walk and let ideas emerge, then sit down afterward to evaluate them carefully. I have noticed this myself while walking my dog. I may leave the house with a problem circling in my mind, and somewhere during the walk the pieces begin rearranging themselves. I am not necessarily even trying to think, much less thinking harder or anything, but walking seems to loosen things up for me. Walking also surrounds the brain with a continuous stream of changing sensory information. As we move forward, the visual world appears to flow around and past us. Scientists call this optic flow. The brain combines optic flow with signals from the inner ear, muscles, joints, and feet to determine where we are going, and how to adjust the next step. Walking is so familiar that it can feel automatic, but underneath that apparent simplicity, the brain is integrating vision, balance, body position, memory, and decision-making in real time. Research shows that older adults continue to recruit a broad locomotor network involving visual motion regions, the cerebellum, basal ganglia, the sensory areas, and regions involved in planning. Aging can make this coordination more consciously demanding, which is another reason that maintaining mobility matters. Here is just one historical connection between walking, thought, and emotional processing. In 1987, psychologist Francine Shapiro was walking through a park while thinking about something distressing. She noticed that certain spontaneous side-to-side eye movements seemed to reduce the emotional intensity of the thoughts. That observation eventually helped give rise to eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, better known as EMDR, a structured therapy now used in the treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder. An ordinary walk is not the same as EMDR therapy, and I am not claiming that walking is a treatment for trauma. But the origin story of EMDR is fascinating. How a psychologist out for a walk noticed a connection among eye movement, attention, memory, and emotion, and created a new form of therapy. The larger lesson is that movement, vision, thought, and emotion do not operate in separate compartments. The brain and body continuously influence one another. Resistance training belongs in this conversation too. Research involving older women has found that resistance training can improve aspects of executive function, including selective attention and the ability to manage conflicting information. Later research suggested that twice weekly resistance training may also help protect white matter integrity. Namely, your brain won't be shrinking as fast as when you are not exercising. Research comparing dance with repetitive fitness exercise offers another intriguing clue. Dance combines cardiovascular activity with balance, rhythm, memory, coordination, spatial awareness, and constant adaptation. And in one study of older adults, both dance and conventional fitness training produced changes in the hippocampus, while dancing produced even more changes in other brain regions. The message is not that everyone must dance, lift weights, or perform one perfect exercise. The message is that the brain appears to benefit from a body that is actively interacting with the world. After 60, brain exercise should not be limited to crossword puzzles performed in a chair. Walk. Lift within your abilities. Practice balance safely to learn new movements. Play an instrument. Use your hands. Rehearse a speech out loud. Explore a new environment. And when you encounter a problem, try moving while you think about it. Your body does much more than transport your brain. It supplies sensations, actions, feedback, and experiences that help shape how you perceive, learn, remember, and think. We can't stop every effect of aging, but the evidence gives us a powerful reason to remain physically and mentally engaged. Movement is not only about adding years to life, it may help us remain capable, curious, creative, and fully involved in those years. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe to Ageless Wisdom Longevity Network. Here we explore practical, evidence-based ways to remain stronger, sharper, and more engaged after 60. Thank you for watching and keep moving forward.